Gutterball 40 coming at you here. Gutterball Podcast number 40. This is your host, Paul. We have our wonderful co-host, Jackson, over there. And who's that? 2 men and a camera. First time ever.
What?
We got James as our special guest. Thank you so much for coming on, James. How you doing?
Of course. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, of course.
Doing good. Just Jackson hit me up with the opportunity, and I was more than excited to come on, talk to you guys with some stuff.
Yeah, man, this is sweet. Thank you so much for coming. And I guess we'll just kind of jump right into what we normally do. Jack, how was your week, bud? How'd it go?
More of the same old. Just working a job that I hate, but making it through the days. At least it's getting me some money in my pockets. Nothing too hot off the press. Gonna go see John Wick 4 when it comes out. It is
when does that come out?
It is March 21st. Tomorrow. 22nd.
Wait,
oh, wait, no,
really?
My bad. The 24th.
It's already out?
Yeah, it's out in 2 days.
Damn, dude, I might have to go see that this weekend too. Damn, I did not know it was going that quick. Okay. James.
Yeah, well, I'm chilling. Pretty good.
How about your week, James?
Pretty casual week in my life. I'm a line cook, so every time I go to work, it's chaotic.
Yeah.
It's a shit show.
You're holding the line.
Yeah, a lot of work drama going down this week. Figured out somebody's drinking on the job. They got whiskey in the back cooler. The whole company-wide investigation. Look at that. It's hilarious.
A little
insider detail there.
Bottle of Hennessy in the freezer or something going on.
Yeah, just before you say it, don't say a name where you worked. Just because I don't want
don't dox yourself. No last names.
Yeah, exactly. No, not even dox, just because if you're talking about some work drama. But you don't have to say their name, obviously. Do you have somewhat of an idea? Do you think someone who did it? Probably have like 3 or 4 people, right? Come on, you got somebody. It was definitely one of our dishwashers or our bartender. Okay, I could see that. The bartender has their own ice thing, so I'm like, why would they go back there? That's funny though.
So they won't get caught as easily.
Yeah, that's true.
If the bartender's doing it, he's a smart man. Okay, drinking on the job, going back and getting some of Grandpappy's medicine out of the freezer. There, he's got a bottle tucked behind some lamb chops.
A little sippy sip. It's tucked away with the Bible and a handgun. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's sick. Paul, I saw that you did 35 Rumble classes so far. So that's pretty big news. I mean, that's gnarly. Look at that. He's got the card and everything. So that's how your week's been going, huh? You're probably grinding out that a lot, huh?
Yeah, dude, my fucking knees are blown out. It was ass and abs day, dude, and it was rough.
Nice.
But yeah, man, like hitting the bag. I will say, and I think it's due to my repetition this last couple weeks of like how many times going in a row without recovery days. I'm gassed, bro. Like, I do not have nearly as much energy, like, going 3 to 4 days in a row as I do doing one recovery day and then going again, Today was the first day I tried out my pre-workout, the no-stem gorilla mode. It tastes good, so that's good. It's a little chalky-ish, but whatever. It tastes good. It's a no-stem, so it's got no caffeine, and the reason why I'm going that route is just simply due to the fact, like, I work out in the evening. If I fucking take pre-workout, I'm gonna be fucking wired. I'm gonna be up all night, dude. Like, it's gonna be bad. I didn't really feel a whole lot, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. It also says to start with like a half scoop. Maybe I'll just do a full scoop next time. Felt like a little tingly going in there, but like maybe it just didn't make noticeable difference because I'm just so tired and gassed from going so many days in a row. I don't know.
So I mean, I kind of know, but like, what were you expecting to feel from that? Because I'm going to start getting into these, like, more energy, or were you expecting to feel just like, because someone told me some of them give you an itch, like they actually make you like itch, so you have to like move or something like that. Yeah, that's what my
I will say, like, before we started the class, like, my hands were kind of shaking a little bit, but almost as if like I had too much caffeine, but like this doesn't have caffeine.
Talking about.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, it didn't I don't know what I was expecting to feel, but yeah, maybe just a burst of more energy. Like, when you're on that last round on the bag and you're about to go switch sides over the floor side and you're fucking going at it, I thought like maybe I'd have a little more energy. But again, ton of variables, right? Because I've been working hard these last few weeks and my body is not used to it. So,
well, yeah, it's good. Well, pretty soon you'll feel tired not doing it. Once you get to that repetition, you'll be good. Yeah, no, that's good, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, and like, I don't think after this challenge this week, I don't think I'm gonna go back to 3 days a week. I think I'm gonna do 4 or 5 a week, or like whenever I have time.
There you go.
That's the way to go.
Just
Dude,
keep
you're
going.
gonna learn real quick. Again, what the amount of time you put in is what you're gonna get out, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I also just feel if I should go to like a real boxing gym and get like an actual boxing coach, but also like this is really good for my cardio. They make you push the
Yeah.
pace here. My form and my technique might not be perfect, but I mean like that's a big part of it is being able to throw punches consistently without getting gassed. You know, like
exactly, yeah.
and like
100%,
one thing
yeah.
I try to really pay attention to is keeping my hands up in between combos, like trying not to drop my hands
That
because
is
that's how you
big.
get caught.
Yeah, dude. I'm always good at that. Yeah. I just
Bring 'em
think
home.
I just think of a robot, man. I'm a robot. This is all I know is this right here.
Yeah.
Kill, hack, slash, kill. You know. But yeah, no, you'll learn it quick. And like I was telling you before the cast, you got to spar a couple times. You'll learn quick to keep your hands up when you get smacked in the face, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I could have prevented that easily." You know. So don't worry about that. Honestly, I picked it up immediately because I'm like, "Oh, okay, just keep them here." You know.
Yeah, like that shit
Um,
hurt. I don't want that to happen again. Put my
Yeah,
hands
right.
up.
Oh, my hand up. Yeah. Yeah, just keep your hands up.
See, I
What kind of?
yeah, go ahead, James.
Oh, I was gonna say. So is it just regular boxing, or is it a martial art that you're doing?
So it's called Rumble Boxing, and it's like a half CrossFit, half boxing class. So it's like you got bags on one side, everybody gets a bag, and then you have like a floor side, which is like everybody gets a bench and weights. And then like you do, depending on the class structure, because they have different ones they do, like upper body, lower body
Right.
focus, blah blah blah, more rounds. You do like 2 to 3 rounds on the bag, and you switch 2 to 3 rounds on the floor, and you do that like twice or 2-3 times throughout the 45-minute to an hour class. So it's like not only are you working a bag, but you're also like over there doing fucking lunges, or you're doing bicep curls,
Right,
like you're doing
right.
other shit, like you're kind of hitting
You're
everything.
getting your endurance up.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, Paul, that's what I've been told the way to do it. Because when I learned boxing, there was no weightlifting. It was just boxing. That's pretty much it. And like some like push ups, sit ups, that normal shit. But yeah, the weightlifting, you'd be surprised how much power it adds. So you're gonna have a lot of power. You're gonna have good form. I think you're doing it the right way. But yeah, definitely get in the ring a couple times. But yeah, I would love to smack you up.
I don't know, man. I don't think you'd like my left hook, dude. Pretty mean.
All right.
I think
Bring
I
it
throw
on,
it pretty
dude.
hard.
Smack, okay. Yeah, all right. I got mean left
No, I'm
hooks.
not gonna fucking hurt you.
No, I don't think you could.
No,
I'm just kidding.
where would we spar, bro?
I'll just get a subscription to Jungle Gym, and Zach, come in there and talk to Zach. He let us spar. Someone has to be there to supervise it. That's boxing coach, just because he can lose the place. But if I came in there, and you might have to go to 1 or 2 classes just so you're not gonna get smacked in the head. But I have seen people come in there day one and we're like, I want to spar, and he'd be like, no, and then they keep pushing him, like say, I really can do it, I'm good. He let him. He's like, whatever. All right, you think you can do it? And honestly, like I seen it happen like a couple
We're
times.
also brothers.
Most of
We're
the
not
time,
gonna
they're
hurt
pretty
each
good.
other.
Yeah, right. Honestly, yeah. Well, Zach would want you to hurt each other, but yeah,
Yeah.
no. Baco wouldn't. There's an older coach there that always like reined it back, but Zach was just like, kill, hit him, But yeah, that's the way to learn, I guess.
Kill, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, man, I really wish I still lived up there. But I mean, also too, there isn't a Rumble Boxing up there, so like I guess just having this
That's true.
opportunity, it's literally right across from work. It's perfect. So
Yeah, dude, that's the best way to do it.
but yeah, not to talk about boxing every week because I feel like we've done that. But I mean, yeah, it's been going good.
Well, we're gonna talk about it in a couple weeks too,
What's in a couple weeks?
when we have your buddy on.
Oh yeah, well Shane does like everything. He's a kickboxer. He has
Rounded.
he has an MMA fight coming up in a couple months.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
sick.
so he'll
That's
talk
tough.
about that. Well, dude, like Shane, shout out to Shane. He's scary,
Yeah,
dude.
shout
He'll
out
be our
Shane.
guest. He's like he's dangerous. I've seen him kickbox. He's I don't want to fuck around with that guy.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And he was just
That's
he
tough.
was just telling me, he's like, you just wait. In 6 months, he's like, you can dispatch the normal person just with your hands on the street if you had to. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And he's like, I know, but like you could. And he's like, just
You
knowing
could.
that.
No, you're right. Yeah, you actually could. Yeah, I like the. I saw a meme today or the other day where it's just like men only have one thought when they pass each other in the hallway. Like when we walk by each other, it's like I'd beat that dude's ass, and like I do that at work with customers, and like no one, like yeah, I probably could.
Yeah.
Just a menace. I'm just a menace.
So James, how did you? So for everybody out there listening, James has been a good friend of Jackson's for quite some time. Like, how did you meet Jack? Like, what's the story there? Is that one you can
It's
tell?
a little drama right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go into it. I'm all right with
Yeah,
it.
you-
It's dead. It's dead. Wait now.
You start it off.
All right, I'll start out. Okay. So I had an encounter with James probably in 6th grade, I would say, maybe 7th grade.
I think it was 7th grade.
Probably 7th grade. It was. I remember it because it was right when Joji's Pink Guy album came out,
Yep.
and that's also how.
That
Yeah.
year in
Classic.
middle
Yeah.
school was fucking atrocious.
And James was known to be kind of a rabble rouser. You know, the
That's
class,
one way to put
the
it.
class upset. You know,
The
class
class
clown. He's pretty
upset.
funny. He's a good guy
That
though.
was-
And I don't know. James was just like, doing normal kind of teasing me stuff. I think one time he like shut off my computer like it's over and over again, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why are you like this? I don't know if you
Dude,
remember that.
I was a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
I was an absolute dickhead in middle school.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, I
Right.
was too. Yeah, I wasn't cool.
I was next level.
Yeah.
I was one encounter I remember. It was in
Miss Ridgewell's class.
Miss Ridgewell's class.
Yep, science class. Yep.
Was it Ben who wrote that?
Oh, that thing? No, that was me. That was me that wrote that. Oh,
was you?
I forgot about that. Oh, okay. That's bad. Yeah. Go on.
I-
Do you remember- how do
You
you
can't
remember
say
Up
it?
to you if you want.
No, we could say. I don't care. How do you remember that?
Okay, I was just making sure it's good to talk
No,
about
you're
the
good.
time.
It doesn't matter.
So we were gonna watch a movie in our 8th grade science class, and the way our science teacher went about it was she had us write on the piece of paper what movie we wanted to watch. I think it was like an educational movie.
Yeah, it was like a pick between. No, it was free movies because I remember there's a Barbie movie that she listed, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"This is fucking, retarded." I
because
can
it was the
stand
end
it.
of the year. And so we all wrote down what movie we wanted, and she brings up all the papers, she's shuffling through them, and her face just goes like
Blank.
like
I've never seen a whiter blank stare than ever than that before.
all she said. She was just like, "Who wrote this? Who wrote this?" And I'm like, just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And
Who wrote
so
it?
She walked around the class, and wait, what's that?
Who wrote it?
Your boy Jack.
Okay.
I did. I wrote that. Yeah.
Can it be
And,
said on the show?
Yeah, it can be said on the show. The note said, and I remember writing this because I thought it'd be pretty funny. I wrote, "There's a man with a gun on the table. Please help." And then I folded it up and put it in there.
Who wrote it?
And this was in 8th grade.
That's horrible.
All she said was, "Who wrote it?" I'll never
That
forget
is
that.
horrible.
I'll never
Okay.
forget that.
And James,
day I
I
died.
didn't mean to cut you off. Keep going.
You're good.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I was just that was probably one of the funniest
Yeah,
experiences
and then-
in middle school.
I had to cop to it because she was like, "It's either this or we all like take a test and we're studying." It was something really bad where she's like, everybody's getting in
threatened
trouble.
you.
Yeah, she threatened the whole class. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm a team player. I'm a real one." I'm like, "Yeah, I did it. What about it, bitch?" I didn't say that, but
Just like
yeah, just like that. No, I was like, I don't know, pretty upset. I was like, "Damn, I shouldn't have done this." But she thought it was my friend Ben. Shout out Ben. Who was also kind of a troublemaker, but he wasn't a troublemaker in types of James. Like if like he would just smack you in the face, if you were like a kid trying to mess with him. And honestly, all those kids deserved it. But she thought it was him. And I remember her saying to me over and over again, "No, I don't believe it was you. It was Ben. You're cop and you're covering up for him." Because I was great friends with Ben. Remember her saying that. And also, Ben is colored, so I wonder if that had a little bit of race play into it as well. I think
That's
it did
fucked
have a
up.
little race play.
That's fucked
I remember her
up.
saying that, and I told Ben, and I'll never forget. Ben said this. She pointed at him, and she's like, "I didn't write it." He's like, "I didn't write that shit." He didn't care. He's like, "He didn't. He really didn't write it." I remember him saying, "I didn't write that." Do you kind of remember that? And long story short, she's like, "I could have you expelled for this," and I'm like, "You could." And she's like, "Go sit down," and she puts the movie on. Never says a word about it again. And honestly, shout out Miss Ridgewell because she's kind of a real one. She totally could have got me expelled for that. That would have been maybe a suspendable. Maybe not expelled,
I
but
don't think you would have gotten
suspendable.
expelled. You would have gotten suspended.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is, man, as
Um,
time goes on in America, it seems you mention anything about a gun in school, it's not.
It's bad.
No, it doesn't matter if it's a
shouldn't have
joke
done
or
that.
not. It's
Yeah,
like a
it was just
bomb
me being a
threat,
dumb
right?
kid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
again, I was in 8th grade. I didn't know no better. It'd be different if I was in like a 10th grade. It'd be like, wow, that kid should know better. But yeah, I generally didn't know any better. But still funny.
We've all done
Well,
that stupid
we've all
shit.
done some really stupid shit.
That was-
But anyway, how we really met though was because of Joji's Pink Guy album. Because James would mess with me all the time, and I would just get sick of it. And then one day, he comes up to me, I'm bumping. He's like, "What are you listening to?" And I'm like, I'd show him. I'm like, "Listen to Pink Guy's album." He's like, "Damn, bro, I love that shit." And he's like, "Listen to this track." And we're like, listen to that track. And then just as the days progressed, became fucking, closer and more chill. That's just kind of how it happened, right? You remember that? Remember we were in the computer lab?
Friends ever
And
since.
I remember that at least. If you don't remember
my
it, I do.
memory.
Yeah, I remember
My
that shit.
memory from 11th grade, well, no, 12th, 11th grade down is just
Real foggy.
Destroyed. Yeah.
maybe in like 6 years,
Yeah.
5 years, when my memory,
Lose up a little bit.
yeah,
Well,
Everything, huh?
that's cool. Like, I don't know. There's probably a lot of middle school stories I could think of, but the only one that comes to my head is kind of like more so the most recent one that linked. So when I was in 6th grade, there is this kid, and I don't care if he fucking sees this. I doubt he will. His name was Poo Kwan.
Yeah.
His name was Poo Kwan. Okay?
No, it wasn't.
Not even joking.
Where is he from?
Oh god,
Where's he from?
Out west.
Africa?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Big, just like a big black kid, dude. Like big fat black kid, and he bullied the like I had never been like I wasn't bullied in elementary school. I never encountered that. I get to 6th grade. It's like my second week. I have my first bully, and this kid was like, I was a late bloomer. This kid was massive. He kept saying like I look like a beaver and imitating me like a squirrel because of the teeth, and I'm like, well, he's not wrong, but also like kind of a dick move. Long story short, I never really ratted on him. Like the teachers were seeing this shit and they would like tell him to cut it out or whatever, as it was actively happening and whatever. He ends up like literally getting kicked out of school or goes to some different school. I don't know what happens. And then like 2 years ago, like right before I was getting my first IT job, like out of college, I was delivering for Herberts and Gerberts, and I delivered to this shitty ass house on 4th Street, dude. He answers the door, does not recognize me, I don't think. Dude, he looked strung out on something. I heard fucking multiple babies crying in there, and he was just smoking a cigarette, like inside the house, and it just reeked of like cigs and like it smelled like fucking meth or something. It smelled horrible in there. And then like he didn't tip me. He didn't tip me as I thought he wouldn't. And then I was just like, and then I saw the name on it, and I was like, no way. It was totally him. He lost a ton of weight from probably whatever drugs he's doing. But I was just like, I don't know why that just came to my memory from middle school, but like that connected years later. Like it was like he bullied me for like 2-3 months, and then he just like disappeared. Never came to school anymore. I don't know what happened. And then just years later, I run into him again. His life is not going well, it seems.
No surprise there, honestly.
Pretty dark. Yeah. I mean, I was... were you guys, I mean, like James, obviously it seems like you kind of maybe had this side, but were you guys ever pretty big bullies? Like, were there certain people, like, did you specifically pick on a certain kid? So for me, I really was 10th grade, surprisingly, high school, when mom and dad sent me to Harbor City, I was fucking mean. Okay. Like but I didn't single out kids. I wasn't like, go to the same kid every day and just make his life a living hell. I was just like, just like off the cuff, like just being dickheads to whoever I wanted. And I was really fucking mean. But other than that, I never really tried to instigate anything unless someone was talking shit, you know?
Yeah, no. I was definitely a bully in 5th grade, and I do remember this. I would single out, I was kind of asshole, everyone, but I singled out this kid named Philip, who would always, sorry, Philip, if you want to come in the cast, hit me up, bro. I apologize. He'd wear an old Civil War cap, like a Scottishman's cap.
Hey, that's
little,
cool.
little ball. Yeah, he thought it was cool. And I was like,
you fucking asshole.
And, yeah.
Kid's just being himself. You're fucking slapping the hat off his head.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, I wouldn't do that. But he would build things in the snow because this only went on for the winter. He'd build things out of the snow, and I made it my mission to destroy that. And then I graduated to whipping snowballs the back of his head. And I would just do that. Like the teachers walk away, I'd do it again. And I'd be like, fuck you, Philip. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, it was pretty much the only time. Then I went to 6th grade, really mellowed out just because I was like permanently anxious onward from school. Like, never really was an asshole to anyone. Can't remember really. I guess there was like a couple. There's one time I got revenge on a kid though. Sorry, I'll go a small little story. I revenge on a kid that was one of Ben's friends. This bigger African American kid. And he would trip people in the hall, and he did it to me in like 8th grade. And I'm like, what the hell, bro? That ain't cool. And he's just laughing. And then I'm like, all right, motherfucker. I know you're Ben's friend, but fuck you. I'll come back around. And I remember leaving that day, and he had his like backpack in his hands with like his like getting something out, but he was holding it. And I
Yeah.
remember just walking by and just lifting my arm up and throwing his backpack like 10 feet in the air and it falling on the ground. And I just dart and I'm like, oops, my bad. And then I just keep running and I just never saw him again. Never saw him again. It's funny. And yeah, it was a good story of revenge.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Redemption.
Honor.
Yeah. How about you,
Yeah.
James? You got any spicy school stories? Maybe you were being a dick. Maybe
Well-
someone was being a dick to you.
There was this one time in 2nd grade, right?
Okay.
And
Way back.
way back, and his name was Caleb. And Caleb, if you are somehow watching this right here, right now, fuck you. So we had this really bitchy hall monitor. Her name was Tawny, and anything, she was just a bitch about it. She always had a bad attitude.
Mhm.
And there was one time she came around, and we were playing on the playground, and you know those classic spiders or spider webs
Yeah,
that
yeah.
go into the pyramid. And
Those dangerous things.
This is
yeah,
fucking
I
dangerous.
would
Yeah.
fucking way dangerous. I think they still have them around in the
Oh yeah, they do.
here.
Lowell still has theirs.
But so I would use the bottom corner as like a fighter jet because it kind of looked like the hood of a jet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember one time I was doing this, and there were like 4 of us who always did it. And Tawny came by and grabbed me by my arm and pulled me out of there. And she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why did you punch Caleb in the face?" And me, having literally not punched Caleb in the face,
Yeah.
I'm in fucking 2nd grade. I'm not gonna go up to some kid and just whap him in the face and just like go back to playing on the playground, right? And so she makes me go up to Caleb, brings him up, and he literally goes right to her and starts crying, like on the spot, like, "Yeah, he's the one who punched me in the face." And I'm like, just fuming at this point because I can't make a scene because then they'll be like, "Well, he's just lying."
Yeah.
So for the next several months after that, I would do everything in my power to just completely fuck his day up. This was so in kindergarten and in 2nd grade, we had Lego sets in our classrooms.
Yeah.
It was pretty niche. And he would always build these cool Lego sets and just kind of have them laying around. And I would make it my mission to just take them apart, fuck them up in some way, and add on to it. Like if it was a like a spaceship, I just completely turn it into like a car or some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Just completely fuck with them. I don't really. I think he left the school like 3 years after that. He never made it all the way to 5th grade. But it was just I was only a dick because he provoked me.
Yeah. Why would he
Yeah, that's
lie? What the hell?
Yeah, I would lie about that.
To
Kids are
this-
weird.
To this, yeah. It's
To
one
this
of
day,
those
you don't even
things.
know
To
what
this
you
day,
did.
Yeah.
I genuinely have no idea. Maybe I pissed him off, like something else or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, he straight up lied to the hall monitor and was just like, "Yeah, he punched me in the face." It's like, at least make it something.
Fuck that guy.
realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Can I switch the topic to one thing that's been on my mind this week that I really just don't like?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Brain eating amoeba, okay? I
you
do
don't-
not fuck with brain eating amoeba, okay? Especially Naegleria fowleri, all right? If you're out there brain eating amoeba, fuck you. Do you know what that shit
I
is?
hate you.
Do you know what that is?
I do not know.
Okay.
It's pretty foul.
So it's very rare, first of all. There's been cases dated back to like 1962, but like as climate change happens, whatever, as shit gets warmer, they're finding it more often. So it's more common in like rivers and lakes. It's like an amoeba, you know, it's just like in the water, like microscopic, right? And as like it's more so found in warm bodies of water, and if you swim, such as like diving or jumping into that lake or river, the only way it can get into you is through your nose, your sinuses. Like water has to get up in there, and it gets to your brain, and within 5 days you're usually fucking dead. You start having headaches. It starts eating the frontal cortex of your brain, kills you. There's only been like it has a 97% fatality rate. You get it, you're pretty much guaranteed dead. Now, however, there are like 4 people who have survived from it. One of them being in 2015, a 16-year-old kid got it. He's now 22, but he lost all his motor functions, dude. He had to literally relearn everything. It's like if you got hit in the head really hard or something, you know, and like you blew, you know, like, and but even worse. And they say the only thing that saved these 4 people, and you have to get it in a certain amount of time, is a German company made a drug that can kill it, supposedly, or like suppress it or stop it from eating your brain, like stop the brain swelling.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy, dude. I mean, there's a bunch of other medications they give you when they suspect you got it. But the reason why I bring that up is like, I don't know if it's just the internet and it listening to me, knowing that like I hate brain eating amoeba, but it just seems to be popping up fucking everywhere. It's specifically that kind of it. And I fucking hate it. But like a kid in Minnesota got it last year by swimming in a fucking pond, and now he's dead. He died like 4 days after he got it. Like it just
like a natural organism.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, it's just out in the wild. And like, I think there's maybe been 1 or 2 super rare cases where it's gotten somebody through like drinking water. Like you can't get it if you're drinking contaminated water. You can only get it if it gets into your nose. It's the only way you can get it. Like if you're literally like pour contaminated water down your nostrils, then you probably get it if it had fucking if it was in there. But
which is what he did, right?
Yeah, well, this one guy, you know what a neti pot is, James? I think it's called a neti pot.
Gross.
So it looks like a little.
Balloon?
No, I don't know. It's got like a little. It looks like a little teapot almost, and like you put warm water, some type of water, and you like flush your sinus with it. Like you put it in one sinus, and it like takes all the shit out, and you put it in the other, and it like clears your sinus. Yeah, it's nasty. Some guy was using tap water, supposedly doing that with a neti pot, and he got the thing. He got the freaking brain-eating amoeba, and it killed him. And I don't know why I'm going on this rant. I'm just scared, kind of. Like I literally have like went to the point where like sometimes after like working out a few days in a row, I'll take like a warm bath with Epsom salts to kind of like get the pain out of my body from just working hard. And I fucking use a cup to wash my head now. I used to put my fucking dunk my head under water. I do not do that shit anymore, man. It's got me all fucking freaked out, and it's like extremely rare.
I think you're fucking insane.
I know. No, dude.
The chances of you getting it are extremely rare.
I know, but I know for a fact that if I get any of those symptoms on that damn list, I'm going straight to the ER and I'm being like, I need the German drug from this company. I'm pretty sure I have brain-eating amoeba. Like,
because it's like the scene in
Breaking
Bad. Yeah, it's like the scene in Breaking Bad where he knows it's the ricin. He's like, check for ricin poison. Ricin. You're like, check for this way. It's like, what are you talking about? I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, a couple of the kids and the one that survived, which is like extremely rare case, the people that have had it said that it starts with a super bad headache, one in which it feels like someone's taking a smooth rock and like rubbing it and then bumping it on the front of your head. And it's just like, okay, I can almost imagine what that feels like. So if that shit ever fucking happens to me. But I don't know, man. I don't really even fuck with like swimming in like rivers and lakes and shit all that much anyways. Yeah, there's like no point. I mean, which is kind of sad to say because we grew up as like a race that was like all about that shit, but now we have such clean water. Like we're so pampered, you know. We can go freaking hit a pool and have 10 times better time.
I never liked bodies of water, so
yeah, you never fucked with that shit anyways. But I don't know. I just had to get that off my chest. I don't fuck with brain-eating amoeba, man. Not cool. Fuck off.
Can I say something here?
Yeah.
Can I say fuck the people in Oregon who get a year-long trail pass and then go to stores with this trail pass and then buy so many cartons of water. You know what they do with this water? They go out to the parking lot, they unscrew it all, dump it all out, screw it back on, put them back in there, and go and get put them back for 4 cents, or they get them back 4 cents per bottle. So they pay a certain amount of money a year, and then throughout the year they can make as much money as they want by just wasting water. And it's just, why would you do that? Go get a job. You'll get paid so much more.
I know. What the hell?
4 cents
That's a thing?
Yeah, no, I've heard about that. Yeah.
It's the scummiest thing. Like, they're just wasting so much water.
Dude, as I get older, and I'm sure you guys have noticed this too, when you're kids, you don't really understand. You think everything's like unlimited, and almost grows on trees in a way, right? But like as I get older, man, it's like, fuck, if I let the sink run in too long, I'm like, god damn. Like, you know, I turn that shit off. It's like that's water somebody starving or like super thirsty around the world could be having right now that I'm just fucking. And like, yeah, it goes down the drain, it gets refiltered, and usually a lot of that, some stuff like kind of comes back into our system, whatever. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, I'm very cautious now about waste.
No, that's happened to me with
recycling too.
A slightly bigger streetwear budget, but now it's like pretty much zero. and I do want to talk about that too as well at some point. But yeah, no, I do notice that just being more stringent. Like I don't warm up my car anymore. Like I'm done with that for this year. Next year I'll do it. But this one I'll get in it cold. I don't care. I'm not wasting gas anymore.
With
What were you, James? Growing up with my car.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, I was just saying. I was talking about my car. Gas. I was talking about my car. Oh, I was saying like what's adulting to you right now? Like what's new?
Like what has
Like
changed?
what's like something you're like what's changed? Yeah, just to grow up a little bit.
Probably. It's a tough one.
No worries. I mean, I can interject too and say this, like this is the rule I live by. If your car's newer than 1999, you only need to warm that bitch up for 60 seconds because a lot of it's got oil jets and shit that just shoots oil on top of everything right away anyways. And then I just fucking go. 60 seconds. I get in, let it run, 60 seconds, a minute, I'm out of there. That's it.
Yeah. See you later.
I would usually just wait for when I started it. Go straight up to 2,000 RPMs.
You wait
just
for
it to get
Yeah.
at least 1,500 or below, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah. And that's what I used to do it by, but now I'm fucking impatient. Like I'm just like whatever, 60 seconds, let it rip. And like as cars get newer and newer, I think they're fine. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a damn mechanic, but I think it just like it gets almost easier for them to just be able to get up and go. I mean, for fuck's sakes, they literally have cars. I'm sure you guys have heard this walking that when they get to a stoplight or stop, like the engine shuts off, and then it turns back on when you start going. Like
that's scary. I don't mess with any of those remote control like cars where they can stop and start your car, dictate how fast you go. That's a slippery slope.
That's every new car, dude. Everything's a computer now. It's fucked.
Same with EVs.
It's super bad, dude, because I can get in a car right now. If I wanted to, I could drive to Alaska in like 16 hours. I'm not saying I'm gonna, but if I wanted to, I could do that. But you know, who's to say the government say, oh, you're only gonna go 30 miles an hour the whole time, and you can't change that. You know, I don't like that. It's scary. Don't touch my car. That's why I'm only having shitbox speeders from the 90s. Don't touch my car.
I mean, that's why we got freedom here, right? I mean, damn, dude, I kind of sometimes I wish we grew up in the era of like Plymouth Barracudas and like where all the muscle cars look the same in like the 70s, 80s kind of deal. And like they were ridiculously like unsafe and fast. Like they were so unsafe. Like
they were fun.
But they were cool and they were fun and they were gas guzzlers and they were super bad for the environment, but it was sick.
Oh yeah, that's tough. Good shit. So I'm gonna swap and so I've been having this guy at Target. I work at Target and there's just a guy that comes in regularly, and this guy's name is Ed. He's a very frail old man. He's like probably like in his 90s.
Yeah.
He uses a mobility scooter, right? Comes in every Saturday. Since I've worked there, I worked there for about a year. I'm not even lying to you when I tell you he comes in every single Saturday. Every single Saturday. Buys the same things. Every Saturday. He buys oranges, like pre-made sandwiches. I'm talking like I've loaded 38 cans of oranges in this man's cart because when he comes in, he wants them all. Like I don't mean he don't want it to. He want to buy out the whole stock. No one else is having oranges if it's Saturday. Trust me.
I like a man that doesn't change his meals. I got to give that guy credit already.
But the one thing he does buy that amazes me, he's not dead. He buys a gallon tub of ice cream every single week. Buys a gallon tub of ice cream. So I just imagine, no wonder you're in a mobility scooter eating a gallon of ice cream. You're more ice cream than man. Your legs
Is he
are
big?
Ice cream, dude.
Is he big?
No, he's so frail. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's skinny. And I'm like, are you eating a gallon of ice cream in a week? I got to ask him. I really got to ask him. I'm like, dude, you got to stop. You're scaring me. You're scaring the customers away. It's that man again. He's got ice cream. He just
it's that man again. He's got ice cream. Stop him.
And also, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, he said some sus shit to our coworkers where he's like, because he needs helpers. He needs someone else to grab it for him. And he's like, man, I wish you had a pretty lady like her to come help me out. Or he literally said someone had a nice ass or something to somebody, a guy coworker. He didn't report it because it's like whatever, but
it's
he
an old
told
man
me.
that probably doesn't even know where
and
he
I'm
is.
like, yeah, I'm like, what's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? Either way, Ed, if you're out there, come on the podcast. Actually, no, I don't want to talk to you for more 5 minutes. Yeah, stop eating gallons of ice cream because I'm worried your legs are gone now. That's why you can't
horrible.
walk. So no mystery.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
that one scene off of Family Guy where Joe pulls out. They're in the plane, and Joe pulls out almond joy.
Oh yeah.
And Quagmire is like, "What are you eating?" "Oh, candy bar." And he says he eats one a day. He throws it out, and he pulls out another one. He's like, "This is why you're paralyzed, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One a day for the rest of your life."
It's just chocolate, caramel, and coconut. That's all you are.
See, that's what I learned a lot about just like a diet thing is like I could just go eat 4,000 calories tomorrow, and as long as I'm still back at it and don't ever let that happen again, it's like nothing happened. Like it's so hard, you know what I'm saying? Like it's consistency is the problem. Like that guy eating a gallon of ice cream a week, that's bad. Like he shouldn't eat, like sure, maybe a gallon of ice cream every couple months, but like consistency like that is horrible.
Oh my god. It's terrible. Well, like I wonder if he doesn't eat them and he just has like 100 half gallons of ice cream half finished. And it's in his house.
He doesn't like the freezer burn.
Yeah, he's hoarding them.
What kind of ice cream does he get? What kind of flavors? Is it
he
always
always
different?
wants the Neapolitan gallon, okay. And he's usually pretty upset when we don't have them, and we don't have them a lot of the time.
My best guess, he takes it home, eats the chocolate, leaves the straw.
Yeah, yeah,
comes back to the chocolate.
Yeah, he's coming around.
He's only eating one of the flavors.
Yeah, oh my god, that's fucking foul, dude. You gotta stop eating that ice cream.
Well, back to kind of Ed. Does Ed and just like in general, like probably, I mean, how old would you say he is?
80, 90.
80, 90. Like, okay. So that always makes me think is like, how like you said, you might have said nice ass to somebody. Was it a woman? I'm sure.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So what's interesting, man, is like if one of us goes and says that now, like in public, it's like sexual harassment, It's like, but like you think about it, and I'm not saying it was like this back then because I didn't grow up like that back then, but it almost seems like back then you could get away with a lot of that shit. And some of the times, like I'd say maybe 50-60% of the time, the women found it flattering and not like you're a pig, fuck you. Whereas like that just like brings me into, and what do I know about generational like dating or whatever, but like how everybody is dating through apps now. Like you're literally shopping for a person, you're not, it is extremely rare to go and meet somebody in person and that the guy to even almost have enough balls to go talk to the woman or vice versa.
Almost non-existent.
Yeah. Like it's kind of scary, man. Like we shop, we're always looking for like the next best thing on the phone, I feel.
Well, yeah.
And it's scary. Like it's not good at all. It's like really eye-opening because like I'm sure like not to like paint the picture, but like I'm sure in like the 60s, dude, like you go to a malt diner after high school, you're hanging with your buddies, you all got like, and then like it's a cute girl over there. Like you'd go talk to her because phones weren't a fucking thing.
Yeah,
like,
dude, there was no social media, there's no internet.
Yeah,
there's none of that. And it really was the golden era, and Ted Kaczynski was right. This is the downfall of society, was the phone.
I agree.
Yeah, and even being part of even back then, but more so now, being part of the LGBT community, which I don't like. I guess I don't like to be affiliated with them because it's a lot of pedophilia going on. But the only way you can date is through services, dating app services. Like so, like that's it. Like I don't have any other choice. Like how else? I mean, I guess quote unquote gay bars, but again, there's plenty of straight people that go there. I know they are, and so you kind of restricted to that. But yeah, it's all online now. It's like you're shopping again. It's not cool. And then a lot of these apps too, you can have filters where you can pick out which type of person you're looking for,
Yeah.
It's like,
come
on, man.
It's honestly really fucked up when you think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, like
it is.
When I met Destiny, it was like we actually met at like we first talked at a party, and then like after that had like added each other, I think, on some social media platform, and then continued talking there. So like I feel like that maybe happens too, but also too like I've also heard like I don't go out really anymore, but like I work with a lot of young people younger than me even, and I'm still pretty young, that just like they go out a lot and they talk about how like your Instagram following and stuff is like a status symbol. It's fucking weird. Like it'd be like a girl comes up, hey, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What's your followers? And it's like, what? That's so fucking weird to me, dude. That's like dystopian. I guess it happens a lot down here. It's kind of spooky.
That's the perfect word to use is dystopian.
Yeah, really it is.
Like, will confidently say that phones and social media have completely fucked our entire
That's the
society.
devil.
And it sucks
It-
because I love technology, but like I
Me
would
too.
say this, if we just all didn't have phones but had some other way to communicate. Like what if we still had what were those things? The beepers?
Pagers.
Yeah,
Pagers?
dude. What if we just
Yeah.
what if like technology
pagers.
advanced in every other way, but no one ever thought about putting a small processor in a phone? Think about this. And what if we all just still had pagers? We're running to payphones and shit. We're getting paged.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be an interesting
Well,
world? Like we have all the tech like we
uh,
have now, these computers, all this shit, but like phones were non-existent. That'd be kind of
Well,
interesting.
Yeah, just imagine if Nikola Tesla never got the schematics from aliens. Imagine where we'd be right now.
Shut
and
up.
he did. I don't do. He wrote about it. He said he did. He literally wrote down. He would talk about it. I don't know, man. That shit's just in general. But like, yeah, I agree. It's like imagine how different would you be if you grown up in the 70s onward. Kind of like I always think about it, Paul, especially with having older brothers. Is Joe? Like Joe kind of grew up in part of that age for a majority of it, not like his whole life, but he kind of saw the evolution of the cell phone, and I just think it's interesting. It's like, I don't know, it just plays a part and kind of changes who you are for sure.
It does.
Can I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of, and this just popped into my mind.
Yeah.
But kind of how he witnessed the iPhone, or
Mhm.
not the iPhone, the phone in general. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what we're doing right now, but with AI and all this advanced,
Yeah.
scarily advanced technology, like that picture beforehand. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like the iRobot.
You make it-
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
But
Um,
AI, it's kind of a scary topic, to be honest.
It's super scary. But also too, like the more and more I think about it, AI, we design it. Like the chances of it actually like becoming, like we literally write, like somebody's writing like what it's
What it
supposed to do
does.
when this thing triggers it.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very small chance something like that becomes like what do they call it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Sentient.
Yeah.
Sentient. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
well, yeah,
has
like-
consciousness, gains consciousness, and like fucking has a mind of its own.
For sure. Like what Sam Hyde said is he's like, if you think that we are able to create something that's smarter than us and can destroy us all, you're stupid and you have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly, when he said that, I'm like, you're not wrong. There's a possibility that it can happen, but yeah, I don't think we're at that point, and I don't think we'll see that point in our lifetime.
And I'm just gonna interject this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scary part that I see is back when I had TikTok on my phone, there were these videos of AI voiceovers of real people. And there were people
Yeah,
in the
talking about
comments who legitimately believed that this was a real video
Yep.
said by real people. There was a reaction video where somebody showed her mom an AI video, and she was just like surprised, like just flabbergasted that
Mhm.
somebody said all this. And then she had to tell her it was an AI, but it just how I feel like it's easily dismissed as not an immediate issue,
Yeah. I mean, I think I see where you're going with it. The main issue is deep fake AI and and the we can do the voice thing now. Like Jackson and I have talked enough now on this podcast. You could compile both of us talking from like all the podcasts and probably make like an AI say something in our voice. Like you totally do that.
Easy.
And that's what gets scary. Scams are gonna get way harder to tell if they're a scam. People are gonna be able to impersonate you easier. And I don't know how else do you like tag people or make it so like you're the genuine real you? Are we all gonna have to get fucking barcodes on the back of our head like Hitman or some
right.
shit? Like
They want a chip. Yeah. No.
I mean, I ain't
Scary,
getting a
like,
chip.
No, I ain't getting none of that. I don't want Elon Musk's mind control chip. I'm good with that.
Speaking of
Yeah,
like
no, the AI voices is bad. Yeah, we talked about that on the cast last week.
yeah,
It
Dagother.
can only get worse. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of tattoos, though, if you don't mind me going into it, is there any tattoos? I've been on like, dude, I've had like tattoo fever. I only have one. I got it when I was 18, but lately I've just like really wanted another one. I don't know what it is, and I think it's because, yeah, like I'm going to Norway in September, and I plan on getting a tattoo out there. But lately I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of just want to go get one right now too. Like, is there any?
yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to describe things, but I could do a fairly good job. I want
Yeah.
a couple things. One of them is like stupid, and I'm gonna get at some point, but it's dumb.
Yeah.
I want to get hand over fist like on my wrist somewhere or something. It's a
Yeah.
Rush song. I just think it's a good song about not beating your wife.
No
That's
tattoos
pretty much what
stupid
the
as
song's
long
about.
as you like it. Like, who
You like
cares what other
exactly. Yeah,
fucking
right.
people
Exactly.
think? Like,
But more so, I want to get my entire arm, this arm that I already have going. I just want to put a bunch of like snakes and bugs and roaches on it because I kind of like the idea of it being like a fucking sewer on my arm because I hate those things. So I would want them on my arm just because like I don't know, it's just kind of a cool thing like spiders and stuff.
yeah.
But on this arm or on my thigh at some point, there's a Cannibal Corpse artwork for Killer Become the song. And it's just a guy. It says "Fire up the chainsaw." And it's just a dude hacking a zombie in half with the chainsaw at the
That's
neck.
sweet.
And I want that on my thigh. I think it'd be really, really
Jack,
gnarly.
can you
'Cause it's
toggle
like
your
green.
cam quick? Sorry. Keep going, though.
Okay,
Keep
is the
talking.
mic good though?
Yeah, the mic's fine. I mean, the cam has been bad the whole show, but there we go. It's back to normal.
Okay, yeah.
We'll
I'll
get
have
that.
to
We'll
do
get
some
that figured
internet.
out. But anyways,
Yeah,
keep going with the
um,
tattoo.
I just like it's like green and it's like yellow and it's like really grungy. I don't know. I just like that. But yeah, those are like my 3 tattoos that I eventually want. I guess the whole sleeve too, the bugs and such. James, what about you?
You got any tattoos? Do you have any
Yeah.
tattoos, James?
I do. I have 2.
Sweet.
First one, right here.
FTP?
I don't know if that's gonna be backwards.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, no, it'll be
yeah, we
forwards
can
for
see
them.
it.
I'll see it. Yeah.
FTP, fuck the population. Kind of as is. You could say it's either the brand or just general fuck the population.
Yeah.
because a lot of it's fuck.
And didn't you get that at 16 or 17? I'm pretty sure you had it in high school. I remember
I did
that.
have it in high school.
Yeah.
I got it in 10th grade.
Yeah.
I think the summer going into 11th grade.
Only give the tattoo in our class.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Nobody else had tattoos
No.
besides the super seniors.
Pussies.
Yep.
Yeah, super seniors.
But I want to get extremely tatted up. I have one tattoo right here. It would be kind of difficult to show you, but it's right here, just the shape of Minnesota.
Oh, cool.
Has that because that's where I'm from.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has my area code on it.
Yeah. That's
Oh yeah.
that's sick.
But a lot of people they want to get like, which I think that idea with the critters and shit
Yeah.
would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of want to go with like more because a lot of people want to go with like flames, skulls, fucking flowers.
Yeah.
A bunch of neat ass.
Yeah, I don't like
normal-
flowers.
I want to go with like optical illusions. Like I want
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
like some sort of design. Really, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I want it to
I
be
follow
different.
ya.
That's cool.
Something.
Lately, the tattoo I've been wanting to just go get is you guys play the old like Tony Hawk games, and you know when you get to the intro and it says Neversoft and it's got the eye on a spike.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I want that eyeball on a spike, like right here,
dude.
on the back
When,
here.
when you said it, I'm jealous because that's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
You
so
should do that.
I want that, and then but for this Norway trip, dude, I literally can't make up my mind. The problem is like obviously if I'm going to Norway, I need to plan out my tattoo appointment like way in advance, find an artist, tattoo shop, whatever. And I found a few places that look like they can do what I want to do. But this is where I'm torn, man, is like in Norway, do I get a tattoo that's like Norwegian related or do I just get whatever the fuck I want? But like it'd make more sense to get something Norwegian related in Norway because it would be like, so hear me out. This is what I had a thought of is at first I want to do like one of those old deep sea diver dudes, like almost like he's floating underwater and there's a harpoon in his chest. Like I thought that would be sick, like a harpoon coming out of his chest. But now what I thought is like, well, I'm going to be in Norway, pretty big Norse culture, Viking. What if it's like a floating Viking with like arrows like all in them, dude? Like in black and white. I was thinking it'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I started sketching it up, but I just can't decide. Do I just like get whatever the hell I want there, or do I get something Norway related so it kind of makes more sense?
I would say when you do get out there, and if you're still indecisive, talk to the artist and see what they think.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time, when you say Norwegian, do you mean like? Actually, I don't even know.
It's gonna. Well, no worries. Like what basically what I mean is like the thing is like it's gonna have to be something planned in advance. Where like I'm gonna have to be talking to the artist a month before I get there because tattoo bookings, dude. Like you can't just like get in and get like a pretty intricate piece done, especially like if I'm gonna go in there and drop like $1,000 on a 6-hour piece, like they're gonna want to have time to like sketch it out.
Right.
But like right
Well, yeah.
now, I mean, I have a whole list of ideas here I could go through, but like that one's at the top of my list is like the floating Viking, like kind of like he's drowned and like he has arrows in him and shit.
Yeah, just again, play to your artist's strengths. Look at what they do well. Even ask them, what do you do well? And kind of decide there. But at the end of the day, as long as you like it, it doesn't matter. But yeah, definitely, if it's gonna be
Yeah.
like you said, a 6-hour piece, you think it's gonna be that big, then yeah, we got a plan.
Yeah.
But
And what's great about social media, I guess, is the one perk is like I can go to their website. They have all 7 artists on there and you click and they all got portfolios of their work. There's some guy there that's like, he's like the guy, like you want anybody, like you want any portrait of a person, like say an actor, whatever. He did like Jack Nicholson on a guy. It looks crazy. He did like Heath Ledger's Joker, like super good black and white portraits. It's like, that would be the guy, like if you want like a face done or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
Then there are other people, like there's this one guy on there, anything with color, he's like the best at. And then, you got other people that are better at these smaller tattoos or like make really weird ones. Like he had this one guy's really good at just weird designs. Like he had like a banana that was peeled with like, and then the banana coming out of it's like a great white shark. Like kind of looked fucking ridiculous, but
I think you showed me that one actually.
Yeah.
Or something.
But no, if it isn't a deep sea diver or like a Viking floating, I was thinking like maybe something Greek or Roman. But again, like I'd be in Norway, that wouldn't make sense. And I'm not Greek or Roman. Like we're mainly German and Irish, and I can't get any German tattoos because I shave my head, and everybody's gonna think I'm a fucking skinhead if I get Thor's hammer or some shit on me.
You will.
However, lately though, I've really been thinking about this. I want to get a tattoo on the back of my head because I'm gonna be bald for like the rest of my life. Because like I can't grow hair, so I'm just gonna keep up with it, shave it, whatever. But I just don't know how like my employer would like that. And it's like I really hope in like 10 years I'm in a place where like I don't have to worry about that. And because I have this massive birthmark on the back of my head that almost looks like I got hit by like a meteor or something. It looks cratered. But my idea was to go to a tattoo artist and find one of those ones that are really good at like the 3D shit, and have them trace out the birthmark and make it look like I'm robotic. Like make that part of my head look like there's gears and shit or something in there. Like I thought that would be sick.
Like underneath.
Yeah, like underneath.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
And it would be a unique shape because my birthmark is like different parts in a unique shape, so it looks super cool. It'd be about the size of like the birthmark's about this big, about the size of my fist. So, but no, like the thing is like I do not know if my employer would like that if I walked into work one day and it looks like I look like a fucking robot.
I mean,
unless you're a rapper, you probably best not get one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth a check. When my mom, when she had spinal fluid surgery or something, and
spinal tap or something.
Yep. So she had to get a shunt put in her back, and so she has this real long scar about this long on the back of her neck.
Yeah.
She got a tattoo over it of a zipper, and so it's like where the tattoo or where the scar like had more scar tissue, the zipper opened up and then kind of went into
That's
closed,
cool.
and it was more 3D like that. And
Interesting.
it actually turned out pretty badass.
Nice.
I like those tattoos where you can kind of incorporate normal or
injuries or like a scar or like something like that. That's really cool. And honestly, like I've seen that for like therapeutic, like dudes or people that got like extremely injured and then they end up getting a tattoo over it. It makes them feel better. Like I could literally just go to my employer and be like, hey, I'm getting this because I'm self-conscious about my birthmark and I have to be bald. So, and just see what they say.
Like, all right.
Yeah, but I don't know too. That being said, though, what if I ever left that place?
Exactly.
And their job going to be like, we don't like that? And how do you cover that? Do I wear a wig every day? A mullet? A toupee?
You pretty much have to, yeah.
A neck pillow? A neck pillow, like all the time.
Yeah, dude, all the time. I would love a face tat if I ever got to a point where money wasn't a problem anymore. But, like, I don't know. Do you guys have any like face tats you think are without done well? Like any rappers or anything like that?
No.
So I can just think of one right off the bat. I love Scrim's
Trident.
That's cool. It was an upside down cross originally, but I love I am dead written dead here and then I am above. I don't know. I just think that's.
I think they all look pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
Here's the deal. I like I think face tats are a cool idea. I don't know if I would ever do one, right? Like even if I could just do it. But it's really hard for me, it's really hard to come up with like what would look good on my face all the fucking time. Like that's a hard thing. Like dudes that get an AK or a fucking knife or like whatever, like that shit's like honestly kind of cringe, to be honest with you. I mean, it's cool, but that's not what I would get.
If they were, I don't know. I think again, it's the rapper thing. If you're a rapper or something like that, cool, go get it, you know. But other than that, you shouldn't probably have a face tat.
I mean, again, not to sound like this would make me look like a Nazi, and it's unfortunate, but like I think a lightning bolt would look cool somewhere, like near your temple or something. But it would make me look like a fucking Nazi.
Well, unless you put it right here, you could be Harry Potter. Anywhere else,
fuck that. I've never even seen those movies.
Yeah, and me and Destiny are fucking ashamed of you, dude. We're wondering every goddamn day when you're gonna watch it.
Well, I've asked her. She was like, I want to watch with you. And I'm like, hey, let's watch Harry Potter. She's like, no, I'm not in the mood. It's like, well, you know what? You can't shit on me then if I don't watch them, because...
Dude, I'd watch Harry Potter any goddamn day of the week. I love that franchise. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what you say either.
I never got into it.
Y'all are missing out. Everyone else has seen Harry Potter. Literally everybody else in the world. Yeah, I know. I talk to those people. I know.
So, okay, name every Harry Potter movie. Name every Harry Potter character.
God, you got me there.
I
can do it for
no,
Rush,
let's not do this. How about that? I interject.
Okay. All right, I see how it is. You know it's getting. You see that Resident Evil 4 remake is coming out?
Yeah, and is that going to be on PC too, right?
Yeah, it should be. That looks pretty sick. I was just looking into because I just saw someone like we're already talking about planning out speedruns for it. And I don't know if you know this, but people will speedrun the same game every day for 8 hours a day and not stop until they get the best time.
See, that shit to me is like
respect, dude. Like
respect,
I don't,
but also like
how do
go
you do
outside.
That?
I don't know. Like, I mean, like
go outside. Yeah.
As I get older, I really am pissed. I get more and more pissed at myself thinking back of how much I played fucking video games. Times I mainly cherish, but also hours I like. There's a lot of hours of that weren't cherishable moments. It was just wasted. And it's just like, fuck, I could have been learning how to play guitar or whatever else, you know, like
boxing. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, wasting time, it sucks, but you know, those people are usually actually making money from it, so there's a little bit of excuse for them to do it.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
if
these people are
turns into a career.
100 followers, like you know.
Jack, when we were kids, when we were really young, you could not make money from playing video games. Like it wasn't a thing yet.
Fuck no, you couldn't. It wasn't.
Maybe like Mortal Kombat tournaments or some fucking shit. Like games that have been around since the beginning, but
it was a joke.
Like you get a gift card to fucking Chili's for winning the Mortal Kombat tournament, like 2000.
And you know what's really pissing me off lately too is all these people that have been talking about The Last of Us and like how do we not know the game was the thing, you know, especially at work. They're like, why didn't I play the game? It's like, well, video games were never cool, and people are like, oh, you're gatekeeping video games. It's like, no, man. It's like, just go play it. Like, there's story in it, and now people are seeing video games are becoming quote unquote cool, like to play.
The first big one was Fortnite, unfortunately.
Hey, dude, Fortnite seasons 1 through 4 were fucking great. If you haven't played it, you can't even shit on it because it was fucking fun, dude. It was peak Fortnite. Yeah,
1 through 3.
1 through 3. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
Dude, I liked Apex Legends season 1.
That was fun too. See, you could team kill on that. You could team kill in Fortnite too. The first couple seasons.
PUBG, dude. How about like I played like literally the first battle royale ever, which was like the mod for Arma 2 and then for Arma 3. That was like, and then that guy that made those made like H1Z1, and then that guy made PUBG, and then like then it just got big, and a bunch of other companies started doing the battle royale thing. I mean, before that was all zombie games or like zombie based like shit.
Yeah.
Easy.
No, yeah, those are awesome. But another topic I have on list is esports will never be entertaining, like ever.
No, it's
like you're saying that's a way to make money.
Here's the deal. You're right.
I don't get it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I would rather go watch some guy on Twitch I think is like even somewhat funny, which I never watched Twitch, but like there were phases where like maybe I watched a guy on Twitch or followed him for a couple of weeks or something because I liked his content. But like I would rather go watch a guy just playing, being himself, than some dickhead nerd at a computer with all of his buddies in like matching fucking t-shirts and they look like losers and they're like, oh my god, you know, like
I'm just doing a sick play. They're like, look at this sick replay. It's not fun to watch, and I can't believe people show up to those conventions and sit there and play. But these people are making fucking livings out of it. All those people in esports, they ain't working
Thousands
9 to
of
5,
dollars.
bro. You know what they're doing? They're playing fucking COD for 10 hours a day. And you know what? Like, I would love to be doing that. I ain't even finna lie. I would love that, but it's not worth it, man. Like Ninja said, one of the biggest streamers of all time. He's like, yeah, I got this way because I played 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when it was Christmas, didn't go downstairs. When it was my birthday, didn't go downstairs. I kept playing. And now I'm a millionaire, but looking back, this is what you have to do to be that. You gotta work 80 hours a week.
Is Ninja good?
Game. Oh, Ninja was good, dude. He was a top Fortnite player for years, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and other games too. Yeah. Ninja's like, that's why the reason he got big. It was because he was the best.
Okay, I never
because he would
followed
play
him.
all day, every day, 80 hours a week. You know, it's crazy. Once you get an obsession like that, it's cool, and it can work for some people. And again, other people who have been streaming for years and they do something similar to him got nothing. You know, but yeah, there is money, there is virtue in it. But esports is not entertaining. It's boring, incredibly boring. I tried watching it.
I feel like there are some games where if you like the fan base,
Yeah. Well, I don't like any game fan base. I'm gonna be real.
that's a fair point. Like there's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. There's some esports where I'll like to watch that only because of the commentary. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's funny. But I do get what you mean. Like there's
Talk about a
if you
game,
want-
in my opinion, they ruined. That was so good in the early days when it only had a certain amount of operators,
Oh, yeah.
and then they just fucking ruined it.
Yeah, they should have given up on their mission to 50 operators. That's what ruined it.
I think they should have just done like maybe a few DLC ones, and that's it. Because like all the originals, like Smoke, Sledge, whatever, like the original like 10. Like no, those were like those were the best ones. When you start adding these ones in, like this guy's got a fucking heat-seeking drone that can sniff your cock from 10 meters around the corner, or like this dude's got a camera that can fucking watch you take a shit in the bathroom. Like I don't give a I don't give a shit. I don't want these fucking. This guy's got a fucking armored shield. He can put on his fucking gun. You can't shoot him in the head. Like you know, like
right. He can flash you too with the shield. Yeah, fucking Blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold a pixel angle. You know what a pixel angle is? Where if you move slightly, I'm gonna shoot you in the head and you can't do anything about it. Where was I? Oh, peeking out like just a little bit past the door. You can't see me though, but I can see you. It's disgusting. I don't know what they could do to fix it, but the game is dead.
They'd have to rebuild a brand new
Rebuild,
game.
make the whole game, make a story too. That one didn't have a story, right? As far as I know, it didn't.
Kind of.
I don't know, man.
No campaign though.
Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2
Vegas.
though, classic.
That was hard, dude. I remember me and you, Paul, playing the casino level. That's hard, dude. That
so
took us
tough.
a while, bro.
Because you just get one tap.
Yeah, I replayed it like 5 years ago or 4 or 5 years ago. It was still hard. It was like I was like, damn, this is difficult. You know, it was cool. You had the snake camera. That had a lot of cool mechanics that I didn't think a lot of games had at that time.
You could like rappel and pull out the pistol.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That was cool. Yeah.
You flip upside down.
Yeah.
You know what I gotta say though about Rainbow Six, Jack, is we could I did spin up a server for me and Callum. We could co-op Terrorist Hunt on Rainbow Six Vegas 2, which is basically the first one. With just sprinting
we honestly
added.
should do that. I didn't know that. Let's do that sometime. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a good streaming moment. We'll play that.
Yeah. What were you gonna say,
Alright, bet.
James? Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Lost
something.
your
My bad.
No, you're
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Well, anyways, we are up over an hour here, guys. Are we cool to call it a show? It's been like an hour and 5 minutes almost.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to be on one of the casts.
Hell yeah, man. We want to have you on again too. Maybe, longer
Yeah.
next time too. And then like, I don't know, like if you ever do get like a laptop and even just like a crappy USB mic, like anything works, man. If you want to just have a remote in, then you don't have to go over to Jack's house or,
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
It'll work out. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good cast.
I definitely want to get one.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. It's a good old time.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, go ahead, Jackson. Got anything to pimp?
Yeah. No, yeah, thanks for watching. Just keep up the support on the socials. Really appreciate it. I can't really think of much else to say.
We're
I'll
gonna try
remind
to
James.
stream every weekend, at least Saturday or Sunday. I think is gonna be our plan because that's what we've kind of been
Okay.
doing.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
At least one of
No,
us.
I got nothing. I think I'm good.
Cool. James, anything you want to say before you go?
It's been a blast.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. Hey, thanks for
Yeah,
coming
I'm
on. And I
glad
want to
I
say
haven't
thank
done-
you to
haven't
James for
done
coming
that.
on the show. But I'll be wrapping it up here. Everybody's thank you for all the tremendous support, especially on Facebook out of all places. We're doing crazy views on all of our reels on there. We have like over 100, and I think 12 followers on there now. And like only like 20 of those are people I know. So like we have like, a bunch of random people following us on Facebook, which is sick. Just keep looking out for new
Love it.
content. We have been slow. We're gonna get merch at some point, probably when we're up around 1,000 subs. We're gonna try to get some vlogging content out once we get a camera, maybe some sketches, whatever else. But everybody, have a great rest of your weekend. This was Gutterball number 40. Whoa!